Our veteran staff are just a year in the building, and then our new staff are fresh out of college. And I guess they thought they were prepared to deal with a diverse population. And then they got here and met the kids, and they're not.
As you've said before with your background, I came from a very strong, all-white, Catholic schools background, and then my first 5 years in teaching were in the Catholic schools as well, all white. Okay. And then when I came into the public schools, it was a world of difference for them and for me, and I had to learn how to relate to a lot of my children.
Can you know me and can you know what I see? What I see, what I see.
Welcome to this course on becoming a culturally responsive teacher. This class is going to take us into that journey, very personal journey around what it means, first of all, to be culturally competent on that personal journey, and then the professional journey of what it means to be a culturally responsive teacher in our classroom. Sometimes when we talk about diversity, people just automatically think race, right? That's key. Race is key. We're going to talk a lot about race here. But we need to realize that there is no child in your classroom or mine who doesn't come with a whole set of differences. I think one of the most powerful strategies that we have is that young people, the students that we work with, that they have a sense that this teacher in this classroom, at this moment of my life, believes in me, sees me, respects me. So this is the doorway that I think culturally responsive teachers can create through belief, and then the primary vehicle for that is through relationship.
The biggest part of anything you do as a new teacher is going to be about building relationships at the beginning, because you can't teach anybody if you haven't built the relationships. In the classroom climate is not warm, the kids don't feel safe, and the kids don't feel like a unit.
What do you think happens when kids feel pressure not to be who they are in school? What happens to their academic energy?
Goes down.
So this is sort of the formula that we're building here, that the cultural competence of the adults is intimately connected to achievement.
So when we talk about culturally responsive teaching, when we talk about cultural competence, what we're talking about developing teachers to be able to have strategies to engage students in instruction.
What does it actually look like in the classroom? And for that, we're going to shift our attention to what I call the 7 principles of culturally responsive teaching.
Just building the relationship with them the minute they walk in the door, checking on them, making sure they're okay, listening to the little one talk about her boo-boo that she had on her elbow, just listening to their stories, and then making sure they all feel safe and know that it's a safe environment for them to get started. Good morning, Genesis.
I got new earrings.
Oh, how beautiful. I love them.
I made a conscious effort to go around my room and like the things that I have decorating my room and whatnot. Let's be a little bit more representative. So I have 27 different countries to choose from that I can plaster my walls with. But then I also involve the kids' personal cultures too. I have graduation photos, prom pictures.
At the beginning of the year,
Okay.
I allowed them to come up with the rules of engagement. That's what we call it. Okay, we have rules of engagement.
And they emerge from them.
They help manage that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what works best? What looks best in group work?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As a teacher, as your teacher, what do you need? What do you want from me?
I think we as teachers get wrapped up into what I have to teach them, what standard I have to give to them. This workshop makes you look at what your students have to teach you.
I think what Gary Howard brings is the fact that he is a reflection of the majority of teachers, and that they're not being preached at. They're being talked to about looking at teaching and culturally responsive teaching from a different perspective.
My mindset totally changed in how I could use that diversity to my advantage and use it to enrich the learning that was going on in my classroom and my school.
I'm from the children who fight and hate. I'm from sagging pants with hustlers filling them. I'm from struggle to wealth. I'm from where everything costs. I am happiness. I am success. I am Renee.